Welcome back, crew, to Don't Do It Tuesday, and today we're going to talk about a subject that almost never gets talked about in boating, and that's going to be training others to operate your vessel. Now, I know that seems like a strange one to talk about, but the reality is it's quite important to have somebody who boats with you who does know how to operate that vessel in case an emergency situation occurs and you're not able to operate it yourself and you need them to get you safely back to shore. Now, that's not the don't do it part. The don't do it part is when you are training somebody how to operate your vessel, don't get frustrated with them, especially if you're not giving them clear, concise instructions. None of us were good at anything we did the first time we did it, probably. It probably took a little time. So the first time you're teaching somebody how to do this, stay calm, stay relaxed, give them easy, concise instructions, and things will probably go well. But the last thing you want to do is what we're about to see here. Here are ladies approaching the dock. Things actually look pretty good so far. Our first person's off. They should have a line in hand, but they left the boat without a line. Once again, nobody probably gave them instructions to do so, but here our guy gets a little agitated. And this is why it's the don't do it part. This young lady probably now is discouraged from ever wanting to learn anything to do with the boat ever again. Now, a few mistakes obviously were made here. One, yes, she approached the dock, left the boat in reverse as they were there, but there is more than enough people on this vessel that somebody should have been at the helm the entire time, giving her instructions, and once she left it in reverse, should have easily just been able to pop that back into neutral and be like, hey, you've got to watch it, make sure you know what gear you're in at all times. The second mistake that was made was, once again, nobody giving instruction. The first young lady that got off the boat and hit the dock, if she'd had a line in her hand, probably could have tied off onto a cleat, and none of this would have happened. The boat would have just backed into the dock. Yes, it would have still been in reverse, but it wouldn't have left the dock if it was tied onto a cleat. There wasn't enough power going on right there for that to actually happen. But once again, that's the key to this. Clear, concise instructions. If you're teaching somebody how to do it, have a little patience and explain every step along the way. If you don't, they're probably going to miss something and not do it on purpose. They're just going to do it because they don't know. They don't necessarily always know what to look for. And to be honest, around the dock, it's actually one of the biggest mistakes I see captains make in general. The amount of times I see somebody approach a dock with 6 or 8 people on a boat, yet you see the captain try to do everything. He pulls up to the dock, he's scrambling to grab lines, he's jumping off the boat onto the dock itself, leaving the boat in the hands of people who may not know how to operate it is just absolutely crazy. For example, even in this instance right here, take a look at the help this captain who just brought the boat into the dock got. She actually grabbed the lines and tossed them to the dock to people waiting there to be able to pull the boat in. She didn't even get that help and they got frustrated with her over the way she approached. And all it takes is a captain to just give a little instruction. I promise if there's people on your boat, they're more than willing to grab the lines, go ahead and get onto the dock, get things tied up for you. There's no need as a captain for you to do it all, especially if there's people there. I understand sometimes it's hard to let go of control, but the reality is, if the help is there, go ahead and take it. It's gonna make your life easier and everybody else's life easier. Plus, you're teaching people how to do it, so as you go in the future, things are just going to be easier overall around the dock. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Don't Do It Tuesday. If you ever see anything crazy happening on your waterways, be sure to hit us up on Facebook or Instagram and let us know, and you might see your stories over here. And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button.